Ooh, I feel like I got to sneeze. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Old Five Dynasty, back with another video, another vlog. I want to say what's good, what's good, what's good. I got that mug again, that ghost mug that was in the last video. It's filled up with water. Everybody say what up to the gifts. Trying to get back on my water thing, you know? Very healthy for the body. Very healthy. So today's video is pretty cool too. I like my videos, man. They're cool, calm, and collective. And it's just me being me, you know? But I just wanted to talk about like my era. Not like the whole era, but just like me, legend or words from a true legend or, Reek the Villain, you know, coming up in the 2000s. It's different, man. It was so different. And I just want to say, I don't think people nowadays are trying to knock the new era. I just think people are like confused about the new era. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we went through a lot of struggles, and it was hard for us to do a lot of stuff. We didn't have access to a lot of things. We were coming through an era where everything was like, oh, this just came out, so now we have to learn how to do this. This just came out. This just came out. This came out. And like there wasn't like a lot of like knowledge of this stuff as it was coming out. From like the 80s all the way to like the 2000s. Like, cameras. What is a camera? What is this? What is this phone? A flip phone, a chirp pager phone, you know what I'm saying? Like like the T-Mobile, the sidekicks and like all these different devices, like technology had like a boom. So as stuff progressed, we were like really, really learning, and it was like a struggle. So back in the days, man, with hip hop, everything was a struggle. Like writing your rhymes was a struggle. Like learning your craft was a struggle. Like it wasn't like right nowadays. You, if you like get stuck on something, you could like go Google it. Oh, how do I rhyme this word with this word? Like I remember seeing Legend in the room, him just sitting there like, damn, I'm trying to make this rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I remember seeing Reek in the studio and he just sitting there writing. Like he's literally like old school pencil and paper, like notebook, the black and white notebook. And he over there just like in a corner, just like in his head. Hardcore. I'm talking about like you probably had to like wait for a green light just to cross the roads in his mind. That's how fast the cars was going, like how dangerous he was in there thinking. You know what I mean? Like it was just I remember just being in the studio with these guys and they up there just like, right. And they would just get up there and shout out to For Life, could help For Life, my road dog. They would get up there and they would just like on the mic, killing it. I'm like, and I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like shell shocked, like, wow. But at the same time, I'm like, they're supporting them. You know what I'm saying? As they needed something, I'm like, oh, why don't you say this? You know what I mean? Or whatever. And that era was tough. It was hard just to even like come up and to perfect your craft and learn and to think of those rhymes. There wasn't no like all the smartphones and stuff like that. You barely had a lot of people didn't even have a computer in their house. You were lucky if you had a computer in your house. You know what I'm saying? And you were lucky if you even knew how to work it. You were lucky if you even knew what website to dial in. You know what I'm saying? Like search engines were new back then. They literally knew. There was no Google. You know what I'm saying? There was weird search engines. So everything was tough. And nowadays it's a lot easier, but it's a lot weirder too. Like what are these people doing, son? Like, yo. Like it's easier, it comes easier. I don't know. Like I still well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like I still like prefer to listen to a seasoned old school type artist, mainly because when they're rhyming, it's coming from a different place of like just do you get I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like with the new school rappers, like just they don't when they're rhyming, I don't believe them. Like I don't even believe I look at the screen and first of all, half of them are so young, and it's like, but they're like baby face young. And when they saying all this stuff, it's like, how could I believe you when you saying all that? And then it's like the music is like it doesn't have, it doesn't take like a good course. Like it's just the same throughout. Like you don't really feel of their records. Like I mean the kids today that's they grew up on it, so they keep bumping it. That's how what I'm saying it stays mainstream. But what I'm trying to tell you is just like I need to feel that music. I need to feel like from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. I need to feel. I can't just hear you just saying, "I got the blicky, 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 blicky." You know what I'm saying? And like Molly, Molly, and all this shit. That's good. Part of my friends, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't like. I don't know. It's a yeah. It's different, man. It's different. I don't know if it's good for the game though. Like I see a lot of videos that are out right now saying like, "Yo, hip hop is on its way out the door." Now, I don't know if that's true entirely, mainly because it's like you know, like black, Hispanic thing, and it's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what else are we gonna make if we're not making hip hop? I don't think we're gonna start making country, folk, alternative, like all these different types of genres of music. I think hip hop is our thing, but I think what can happen though is it can be taken off of mainstream radio. That can actually happen. Like there have been popular, I'm talking about super duper popular genres that have been basically wiped off the face of this earth when it comes to like really like being mainstream and you really hearing it in a lot of stuff. Video games, television, movies, advertisements. Like you hear a little bit, but you don't really see it and you know how another this is another thing you could tell like Super Bowl performances or like big performances around the world, Olympics, stuff like that. When you start to see certain genres not like headlining and not like just being the center of attention, it's a bad sign. You know what I mean? But what I think is going to happen with hip hop is I think it's going to come back to like my era, just being more wholesome and more believable, and people will feel it more. I think that's going to come back around, and you kind of see it. You know what I'm saying? But the young kids, they're fighting. They like their style, and I don't knock their style. I get tired of hearing it because it's so repetitive. So what I'll do is if I was to listen to a new school artist, I maybe pick one and I will listen to that artist. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I do like do? I do also like an old school artist that adapts the new style because they're gonna bring a dope way about it. Like uh the artist, his name is MRG. And I believe on YouTube, I think he changed his name to be Official MRG or MRG Official. He's from New York, but his style is dope. Like he has the new school type beats, but he also have this melodic flow from like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like he's I went and checked out his YouTube channel actually. It's pretty dope. Like, and I went back. I always go back. I'm that person that I want to see who you are. Like, I really like to see who people are. If I'm going to support or just like watch your content, I want to know what you're about. So I went back to his very first video, and he was rhyming. He was literally rhyming outside of like bodega stores, like rhyming outside on the block. And he was spitting though, like. And the music you hear now is how he evolve. And that's a sign of a great artist. They evolve. And he evolved it into something that's great. Like his greatness is being shown. Now, I was watching this video. He said, what he said, I think he said, one train ride took me to this, or something like that. Basically, within the music video that he did that train ride, and the video came out so dope. But the record is fire, though. And it blew up. Like he got over 1 million views on Spotify and things of that nature. But what I like about him is he has like this aura or essence about him over like the new school type beats. That's dope. Now that's dope. Similar to what Legend did. Like Legend just did that Burn 'Em Down record. That joint's fire. He has that old school, not old school, but like, because he's not old school. He's not like 20 years ago. He's like more like 10 years ago. He has like that grit, like that substance rap, like the flow, you know what I mean, and the lyrics. But he put it with one of those new like drill beats or whatever you want to call it, type beat, and he made a dope record. It's actually fire, and he was dancing in the video, all that. It's pretty crazy, you know what I mean. So, and I just heard a record from Reek. When he's talking about, yo, the Tommy and all that stuff, yo, Reek, that joint's crazy, son. You gotta release it, dog. I see like 2 or 3 videos of him, you know what I'm saying, showcasing that joint, but he ain't drop it, man. I'm waiting for that to drop, job. I want to make my little meme video dancing to that, you know? But, so I honestly, I love my era of music. It just has like a warmth to it. And there's people that came before me that are going to say they like their era of music, and they're probably going to say they didn't like my era of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's all subjective. It's all a personal preference or whatever. But I think hip hop will make a turn for the better. I don't think it's at a point where it's at its worst. I just think it's at a point where it's like it needs to evolve again. You know, like after a certain amount of time, you need to evolve. I think we're at that point, and I think all the producers, maybe whoever sees this video, I think you should start thinking on that level. Like, how can you, you know, be innovative enough to help hip hop go in another direction that's so dope that it'll last for the next 10 years, and it's not just stuck on type beats or stuck on drill beats. You know, like whatever happened to R&B music. You know? There was a time that R&B and hip hop were like hand in hand. You see it, or you would hear an R&B record come out, and then like a month later, the remix come out, and the remix would have a rap on it, or it would just come out straight like that, R&B record with the rappers on it. You know, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to rock and roll, man? You don't see it. So I think we need to be more mindful and pay attention to our craft, our history, the way we flow. You know what I'm saying? The way we create, the way we think, and we move forward with hip hop in a dope way, dope positive way, something new, something fresh. I like my era though, but I also like new stuff too. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But I'm gonna have to get up out of here, man. I'm tired today. I just want to relax, just chill, do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go do something though. It's your boy Old Fire Dynasty. I'll check you on the next one. All right.